Have you ever wondered when you started to like something or when you started to act like a specific person? I definitely have a couple of times, and we're actually going to talk about one of those times today. Roll that intro! What's going on? Kio-chan here, and welcome to week 7 here on VlogsOfSeven. This week we're talking about when we first realized we were a geek/nerd. And I have to say, I think I was a geek prodigy because I think I realized a lot sooner than everybody else that I was a geek. But when I started calling myself a geek, that's a totally different story. Like Kay and Brit, I started off by watching Star Trek, but I don't think I was really forced into watching it because I naturally just liked whatever show my parents were watching. So I would plop down in front of the TV and watch whatever show it was, and I think Star Trek was one of those first series that I really enjoyed. But I don't think it was a couple of years after I first started watching Star Trek that I considered myself a geek. I must have been around the ages of 7 to 8 when I first realized that I was a geek. And it all started off in the schoolyard. Every school has its cliques, and mine was no exception, even though it was a Catholic school. There were the jocks, there were the girls who hung out with the jocks, and then there were the preppy girls. Even though we were wearing uniforms, you can kind of tell who they were based on their attitude and some of the things they brought to school. And I really didn't feel like I fit into any of these cliques. Even though I had friends that were part of these groups, I didn't feel like I belonged there. Most of the time during recess, I would just sit down and read a book or just chill out with people who everyone else considered weird. And I was thinking, they were considering these people geeks, so maybe I'm a geek too. Another thing that got me thinking that I was a geek was around Christmas time when we were all talking about what we wanted that year. And I always wanted the Magic School Bus and Scooby-Doo and Pokemon and all the latest electronics, the video game systems and all that. I was always into that stuff. And everyone else, they were either into all the sports stuff or the latest fashions or some other, girly thing. I was usually into the collectibles. And a lot of people consider that geeky. So that's one of the things that got me thinking I was a geek around the ages of 7 to 8. I started calling myself a geek probably in my freshman year of high school. That's when I really started to call myself one, but I think I realized a lot sooner than that I was a geek. So that's what I have to say about this week's topic. I'll be back next week with another topic, and we will see Will tomorrow. Later!